Hello guys, welcome to the channel. So today I have something I want to open, so I'm going to do some unboxing stuff. And this was actually kind of late, technically. The reason I say that is because I got it from my brother-in-law about a year ago. I think it was Christmas or birthday gift, but it was a while ago, and I didn't really open it. And it is this thing, the Sega Genesis classic game console. Now this is not the all-time original Sega Genesis, but they do have them around Target that I've seen before, and it is pretty cool that they kind of have this back. And this was also cheap because it wasn't like the real Genesis, but it's still cool they have something like it. But I was surprised by my brother-in-law, so it's cool. So I didn't really even open it yet. I was going to, like, technically I was almost there, but that was last year, but I didn't really see it because I got distracted and I kind of forgot about it because I put it up. You guys can't see it, but it's also very dusty. So, but it has 80 built-in games inside, which is a lot of games in one little tiny thing, which is pretty cool. And it's all the classics that we all may know. You know, they have the Sonic Spinball, the original Air Hockey, Space Hunter, the Snake game, Mortal Kombat's. That's 1 and 2 and 3. Shinobi, all the Shinobi games. You know, they just have a bunch, you know, Sonic the Hedgehog stuff. So, right here they have 80 classic games, you know. And it's really cool. It's like pretty much almost every single game in this console. So I'm going to open it and see what it actually looks like. Here we go. Let's see. So, let's pull this out. Oh, wow, that's pretty much it. Here's the manual. You guys don't care about the manual and all, whatever. Yeah, whatever. So that's pretty much it. So here it is. Bam, right here. Sega Genesis. It's really small. I mean, I never had a Genesis, but I actually played with the one before with my friend. And it's pretty simple as it gets. You get the cartridges, basically. So the reason why it still has the cartridge thing, even though it's built-in games, is because if you still have the Sega Genesis games, you can still plug it in here, which is cool. I mean, there's 80 games in here already, but if you already have the cartridges, you can still use them. So that's pretty neat. And then you have the multiplayer slots, and it's funny because it says Player 1 and Player 2. I'm not sure you can actually see it, but that's what it says, and that's the classic way to label it, you know. Player 1, Player 2, and all that. On and menu. Pretty simple stuff. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So if you get this, and you have the original stuff, you can still play your cartridge games. And of course, this is not HDMI, this is just regular, you know, the old school AV cords, so no HDMI's here, otherwise it probably would have been more expensive, you know. And bam, wow, it's just, I haven't touched the Sega Genesis controllers in a long time. I mean, I don't remember this being small, you know, it's been a very long time since I played, you know. But the battery over here, if I can get it freaking open, but it says you can pull down, and I don't know why. Oh, it's a bolted shut. That's probably why. Because I'm gonna say, because you could just open it like that, but it's totally bolted shut. And of course, here's another one right here. 2 controllers. Of course, the power. So obviously it has battery because it's wireless. So that's the only thing that's different, is that you can play this wirelessly. You know, there's no wires going on. That's why it has a battery back here. But if you still have the original Sega Genesis stuff, not just the cartridges, but if you also have the controllers, you can plug it in here too. So again, that's really neat. So I'm pretty sure these are like I think AA, not sure, probably AA. It kind of looks big enough for it. But of course I don't want to be opening it, you know, because it's bolted shut. It just feels so weird feeling this again, man. Of course there's no joystick, it's just this. It does feel interesting. It's not like too bad. Of course it's kind of like when you're holding like the Nintendo Switch controllers, you know. But this is, to me, technically would be bigger than a Nintendo Switch controller. Other than that, like this, like if you move it, it kind of feels like a joystick. anyway. So like you knew this, that, up and down. It feels nice, but of course it's small because I kind of have a big hands. But I don't think it will be that bad if I start playing it. I think I'm going to try it out like now to see what it is, see what it looks like. I'm not sure you can see it, but there's a button that says player 1, player 2. So if you want to be player 1, you can just switch it and then it'll go to like the player 1, which is cool. You know, so it doesn't matter what you're playing as long as you're using the switching on it. So this is pretty cool. So I'm actually going to give it a try. I'm just going to do a little bit. You know, I'm not going to do a whole play, but I'm actually curious of what's going to look like on his TV. You know, it's probably going to be the same old graphics, not going to be like extreme because, you know, again, this is not, you know, the HDMI or you know, the HD stuff, but I think it might be like bringing would bring back the nostalgic in it. So I'm going to plug this in and see how this works. So it's on, and here it is. That's what it looks like. Wow. So I'm not sure you can tell, but from my sight right now, that looks really pixelated. That is not HDMI. When you turn it on, it's like bam, here it is. It's right here. Here's all the games you can play right here. And I press the menu button, and of course it just does the same thing. So I guess when you're playing a game, you just want to like go back to the menu. You just press the menu button and just goes to here. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this unboxing of the Sega Genesis. I finally get to see what it looks like when it does. I was playing around with it a little bit beforehand, but the battery died and I didn't have any more AAA. I actually read the manual and it said you need a AAA, so I didn't have any, but so I went back to the main menu and basically it's exactly what I said. It was all pixeled and stuff. But it was really cool to see all these games again. 80 games inside this little thingy right here. And then if you had the cartridge, you could still play the cartridges, the original ones, in that. So if you guys still have the Sega Genesis games, you're in luck because that's actually cheap. I think when I saw in Target was like 30 bucks or so, maybe even cheaper than that. It was a while ago, so I saw these at Target and I got this as a gift. So I thank you, brother-in-law, dude, since you see him in the vlogs before. He gave me this. Of course, thought me because I love video games, and this was pretty cool to actually see again. You know, it's just a huge trip. Like, it's a huge trip to see all these games a long time ago, and like, man, they have freaking Columns and Columns Crackdown, Alien Storm. And of course, you know, all the Sonic Adventures, you know, the Sonic the Hedgehog games 1 and 2, Mortal Kombat, but it's really cool to see those again. So that was great. So thank you guys for watching, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll do more Tuck the Unboxing stuff and other stuff I have, and just wherever it comes to mind, I will show you guys. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.